Coming up next, the fourth seeds, Fiji, double Olympic champions, up against Kenya. Two teams at different ends of the table. Fiji got themselves into the top four for the first time since the opening round of the series in Hong Kong. And they have some very exciting players. Number 11, Manueli Maisama, has been outstanding all series long. Savita Danguni's been given the captain's jersey, but look to Qaranivalu in the 18 shirt and Rasaku in 24. Two of the new faces in this team to really impress. There's been a bit of flu in the camp for Kenya this week. They got a couple of players with a question on them. Tabu has been unwell. He does start here, but Ryan Tanga is unavailable here on day one. Tough game, Madison Hughes, for Kenya first night.
Yeah, I mean, whenever you play Fiji, it's always a tough ask, but when you're playing against Fiji and you're feeling under the weather, that makes it even more difficult. Kenya, they had their opportunities too last weekend, like we were saying about Uruguay. Kenya, they went into their last game against Canada, knowing if they won that game, they would have made the quarterfinal, which as they sit in those relegation spots right now, would have been absolutely huge. So they can build upon that. The tournament ended up, they didn't go their way, but they need to take it to Kenya and set the tone, because they're looking at this pool as one where they could get out of it, they could get into that quarterfinal.
Kenya, 7 points from safety on the overall standings. Fiji, fourth place in an automatic Olympic qualification spot as things stand. Maisama whacks it back on the Fijian side in their traditional white and black shirts, but that ball spilt out to Alvin Otieno, who has an early carry. Nacuqu puts him on the floor, but a good opportunity here for Kenya to strike first here in Pool C, and they will do. It is Herman Humwa. That's not completely confident. They'll check this one.
No, he doesn't look that excited then. It looked like he could have strolled in the corner, chose to cut in, engage with the contact.
Ben, when you
and yeah, we'll see if he managed to get the foot down under the pressure.
Ben, you may award the try.
Absolutely, a try there.
He'd be a good poker player, wouldn't he? Herman Humwa, try all day.
Giving absolutely nothing away. Maybe appreciating the extra 20 seconds of rest you get when the TMO has a look at it. But Kenya striking first here, forcing the initial error, and then the Fijians just got too sucked in around the breakdown, and that left plenty of space out wide for Kenya, and an absolutely dream start. I mean, you know Fiji are going to come back, they're going to fight back, they're going to strike back, but better to have points on the board than not. So Kenya will be happy with that start, and now it's on how can they build upon this. From this kickoff, can they put Fiji under pressure again?
Fiji on a 12-game win streak over Kenya. So yeah, as you say, dream start for the Africans here. Conversion unsuccessful. They lead 5-0. Fiji still chasing a gold medal on the series this season. Round 6, of course, we're in now. You often go that many tournaments without picking up the ultimate prize. There is the try scorer Humwa, scrum half. Damien McGrath was almost apoplectic last week when they missed out on the Cup quarterfinals. A conversion in the final game ended up being the difference. There's an offload from Humwa, but it's just been spilt by Waisea. Another opportunity goes begging there. That was a good chance.
Yeah, just when it seemed to be opening up for Kenya, they did such a good job disrupting that kickoff, getting their hands on the ball, and actually working their way into some space. But the offload doesn't quite go to hand, and when you're playing against these top teams, the likes of Fiji, moments like that can be the difference.
You go 12 years since Fiji haven't won at least one Cup trophy on the series. Of course, we're plenty to go. We're off to Hong Kong and Singapore next. Toulouse and London.
Hong Kong always seems to be to bring the best out of the Fijians, so I wouldn't count on that stat staying, but they'll be disappointed they haven't been able to so far.
They love it, don't they? Of course, they lost to Australia. There's an offload to Nacuqu. Waisea Nacuqu's got Maisama with him. Dinks it over the top, and then they just spill the ball. Rasaku had a clear run in there. Opportunity now for Kenya to try and catch Fiji in transition. Here's Humwa again. Big dummy from the big man over the 10-meter line. Ball's gone forward. Chance now for Fiji to catch Kenya unawares. Double step from Nacuqu. That's been dropped this time by Batirerega. Offload though, they will get the try. Kenya just running out of numbers. Nelson Oyu coming around, but Fiji respond here. It wasn't pretty, but they get the 5-pointer eventually.
Fiji striking back. Yeah, it wasn't pretty. A couple more balls going down. Offload's not quite sticking in a way that they usually do for Fiji. Nacuqu straightening up here, throws the pass over the top. But yeah, the Fijians not looking quite as crisp in this early going as you often see them do. But I'm sure they'll come around, and sometimes all it takes is that one pass going to hand, getting that one try. The confidence does come back. And Kenya have had their opportunities here. Fiji have been giving them chances to get momentum, to get their hands on the ball, but turning it over against Fiji, they make you pay almost every single time, so cannot afford to do that.
Josese Batirerega from the police club in Fiji. Just his 4th World Series event. A youngster newcomer in this team. Here he is now with the ball in possession again. Alvin Otieno's onto him. Ripped away. Qaranivalu sets off in the contact. Ungunu's with him. Batirerega's there as well. And yeah, well done. That was a maul. Alvin Otieno just roars with approval there. That's a steal back for Kenya.
Kenya doing well in defence. We can see there Kenya having the bulk of the possession so far, Fiji making more tackles. Referee had judged there that a second Fijian player had engaged with the contact point and then disengaged. That makes it a ball, so when it goes down to ground, Kenya do not have to release. It gets trapped in there. It's now Kenya's ball, and they'll have the opportunity to get back on the attack. Mistake from the kickoff there. Kenya not set up, and that allowed Fiji to maintain possession.
Okay, so rounds it into contact. Good carry, good yards made. Otieno. Humwa. Good quick ball on the reload, and Alvin Otieno has seen some space down the short side. He flings it inside to Oyu, and he wears one big time over the sideline. The tackle coming in from Kenya always involved in some big contacts. Yeah, the tackle creeping up. But judged okay. Otieno, I think, spotting there was some space on the blind side, but I think Fiji only too happy for him to go there. They know there's not much ground, and the likelihood of an error or going to touch is quite high. So a little bit of naivety perhaps there from Otieno does cause the turnover. And again, another opportunity spurned for Kenya, and you cannot afford to do that against Fiji. Saku with the rib tickler on Oyu. Here's Masamoa, leads the 7th World Series for assists this season. Here he is with the ball in possession once more. 2-point ball game here, just over a minute to go here in Pool C. Kenya really standing up early in their opening game here at the Vancouver Sevens. Little dish ball back to Zangunu. Here's Orosaku. No relation to Kameli Orosaku, who was incredible in the series last year. Won himself a big money top 14 contract in France off the back of it. Nacuqu stepping away from the tackler again. Zangunu again. Picks up. Masamoa, long pass over to the far side. 30 seconds to go here. Playing in their own half, but as we know, Fiji, so dangerous. One offload can make all the difference. Otieno was working hard for Kenya. Decision doesn't go his way. Oh, yeah, he's right there. I think just over-eager. Gets his body balance wrong, goes onto his hands, and Kenya had 2 or 3 guys there who could have stolen the ball before the Fijian supporting player got there. It's always the danger of running a dummy switch on the outside, is if you don't give it, you're running away from all your supporting players with no one coming towards you. But Kenya don't make Fiji pay. Okay, well, there's the siren for half-time. So this is the final play. There's a lovely ball to Nacuqu and Zangunu now. Ball's loose on the floor, almost a turnover for Oyu. Kenya wanted the call. It's still ball though for Fiji, and Masamoa season opening offloads the ball. One more pass, and there's Fiji doing Fiji things. They do have their second try. It is Anasa Qaranivalu who goes over. Yeah, both teams with lots of handling errors in this half. Kenya, I think, didn't think that was a ruck, so they were all standing offside, and that opens up opportunities for Fiji because the defence highly disorganised, lots of different layers in the defence. That makes it really difficult to stay as a coordinated line, and if your line is unconnected, the last team you want to do that against is Fiji because they make you pay with their deadly running and offloading. How good was that half, though? Real close between Kenya and Fiji. Plenty to be worked out in this one, but Fiji have the jump. 12-5 at half-time. Okay, we saw GB with a big win in their opening game just previously, and their hat-trick man, Max McFarlane, is hitting him now.
Max, you enjoyed a great weekend last weekend and a good opening start here. You guys are really gelling nicely.
Yeah, cheers, Alan. It's good to be back in Vancouver. But yeah, we're gelling quite nicely. We're playing with a triple hooker threat with Ethan Waddleton back, playing some great stuff with Jamie Barton, Ross McCann, and especially in those wet conditions last week really helped us win the ground game and all those rucks. So yeah, gelling quite nicely.
Yeah, let's talk about the conditions. Of course, you mentioned slipping and sliding, a completely different show here in Vancouver.
Yeah, I mean, it was good fun last week, a little bit cold, unexpected for LA, but I love playing in the stadium, BC Place, no better stadium, the atmosphere as well, seeing the kids out here enjoying themselves, class, great place to be.
Congrats on the win and your hat-trick. All the best for later.
Cheers, thanks, Alan. Thank you very much.
Jerry Too White doing the talking inside the Fiji huddle. A couple of tries for them in the first half. Kenya open the scoring now. 12-5 we got at the break. Wherever they go, anywhere in the world, Fiji get big support. And they'll get it here this weekend in Vancouver as well. School kids in this morning here in the morning session on day one. We're just past midday here, local time in Vancouver.
It's a pretty good school day. I think I would love that day. Out of school, you're at Rugby Sevens having a good time. So, yeah, jealous of those kids.
They wouldn't have let you do that at Wellington College, Madison.
No. I mean, we've been playing maybe, but yeah, didn't get the day off to go to the sevens.
So Fiji, 12-5 leading Kenya. Good start from the African side. They've had an illness in camp this week, so they're struggling a bit. Haven't been able to do a full training with a full squad, but Damien McGrath, the head coach, has really got them ready for this opener here against one of the favourites, the 2018 Vancouver champions, Fiji. Switch of play from Humwa, the try scorer. There's Otieno, who's been all action, the big buffalo. Look at him go. Thundering into Fiji territory. Penalty. Humwa will take it quickly. It's still on. One more pass might do it. The pass doesn't find the money, though, and Maisamoa comes back, but he wasn't back 10. So Kenya will get another shot.
Kenya do get another shot, but it's little moments like that, and they've had a few of those. They had a few of those in those first half, and again here, one pass. It's almost a 2-on-1. I don't know if he doesn't know his man's on the inside there. Delays it slightly too long. And Kenya do lose the opportunity. That was a big collision there. Just Kenya doing a good job here, being direct, and when they're direct, they get their physical ball carriers flying onto the ball. That's when they put the other team under pressure, and that's what they've been doing at times in this game, but then forcing that last pass.
Still got another chance here. As you can see the stat, they struggled to get into opposition red zones this season, but here they are with a gilt-edged opportunity. That's a really good carry from Odiamba. And here they go again through Alvin Otieno. Look at him go, the buffalo. Just says, get out of my way.
Try yes or no, please.
He reckons he's got it. They'll check it.
Yeah, I think he did too. The only question, I think, is whether he touched the ball down just before the line, but look to me, not sure that's going to be the angle.
Ben, you may award the try.
Thank you.
Oh, he's back. Big Alvin. What a score.
I mean, there's no man like him for getting you on the front foot. He just initiates contact in a way few other players do. He gets going forward, puts the other team under pressure. He had one really memorable collision last week against, I think, Awaru from Canada. But he just flies in, bounces off people, and gets you going forward. And as a teammate, you absolutely love that. You love those players. We always had that in Danny Barrett. He gets you moving forward, and he makes it really easy for the rest of the team to fly onto the ball, use their footwork, use their skills.
He disappeared from the team for a while. He played a bit of Super Sevens in France in their professional club sevens competition there. Here he is trying to get the troops racked up again. We are level with the successful conversion. 12-all, Fiji, Kenya in Pool C. What a cracking game to get the men's competition underway here. Mondi's going to send it high. They're on the chase. Samoa goes high for Fiji, but that's gone forward into Kenyan hands. OU, the captain, has it. Dangerous side entry perhaps there from Fiji, but the referee says play on. Kenya with the ball. That's what they need. They can't afford to give up easy possession to this incredibly dangerous Fijian side. Pumwa, double tackle by Samoa, and Billy's off the bench, but here come Kenya again. OU, they've got another opportunity here. The captain lays it back nicely. Oriambo off the floor, but there's the decision that goes against him. Ben Breakspear, what did he see there?
Yeah, so he's just seen the Kenyan sporting player, I think it might have been OU, just going in and going onto his hands. So looked to me like it was a pretty big collision there, but you've got to support your own body weight. You can't prevent the contest from being made, which the referee judging that happened there. And it's unfortunate for Kenya. They've had those little inaccuracies at key moments. So we see how OU was actually the ball carrier. Oh, and we see there after the contact, he just slips on his hand. You often see people get away with that. I think it's usually before the contact that the judgment gets made, but referee judging there, he's infracting. That's a little bit harsh, but for Kenya, it's a big moment. They had the ball going towards the Fijian 22, and now you're kind of on the back foot. 3 minutes left. I feel like we've seen this movie before where Kenya, they've had their chances. They've had a couple knock-ons in key moments. They had that breakdown penalty. And you can only give Fiji so many chances with the ball.
Jess is out there. The only man to ever win 2 Olympic gold medals in rugby sevens. Jerry Tuwai. What a handy player. Here he is throwing the line out. The great man. Can he be the difference? 12 each. And 12 straight wins for Fiji over Kenya on the Sevens World Series. Here's Samoa. Heavy contact coming here on Longa Namasi, one of the new players. Ben Gollings is very excited about this young man. Got his knees to the floor, so the tacklers had to let go. Referee did tell them. Here is Jerry Tuwai in midfield. Using a bit of width here now. Now Fiji. There's a good carry from Matana. Tuwai taps and goes. Vakarunam Billy also picked up gold alongside him in Tokyo last year. He flings it back to Nathungu, another man who had that gold medal around his neck in Japan. Here he is again on the cut here. It's Samoa, and there is another assist for Mamweli Samoa from the beneficiary for his second score. Josese Batirerega extends Fiji's advantage.
Fiji do make Kenya pay for the mistakes. Couple missed tackles starting to creep in, and that's something you really can't afford against Fiji, because it means your defense just starts to get pulled out of shape. We would always emphasize, if you keep your defensive integrity against Fiji, it limits their opportunities to throw these offloads, because you've got a lot of people around the ball carrier. When you start missing tackles, it opens the ball carrier. When you start missing tackles, it opens up those gaps, it opens up the opportunities for players like Manueli Samoa to use their footwork, get you off balance, and that offloading goes to a player flying onto the ball in space rather than a man being covered by another tackler.
Yeah, he is the ultimate provider, Manueli Samoa. There he is, leads the league in assists this season. He's picking up dream team selections more often than not as well. He has been a wonderful addition to this side. He just has an ability to release his teammates into space like no one else in sevens right now. Nathungu at 19-12. Oh, what a take it is! Matana off the restarts. Oh, that's set piece perfection. from Fiji. Just when you think you're in the game, just when you think you've got some hope, they hit you bang bang and they stretch it clear.
2 quick tries for Fiji. It's a great kick by Nacuqu, just putting it in that kind of corridor of uncertainty, a difficult area. Kenya don't deal with it. Fiji in for the try, and for Kenya, they're going to look back on some of those opportunities, some of those offloads that didn't go to hand, the one penalty at the ruck. And but for a couple moments, they could have had a shot here, have let it slip, and you got to wonder if in the last couple minutes of this game, the effects of kind of that illness creeping around camp might have had an impact. But they had their chances, they didn't take them. Fiji made them pay. For Fiji, hasn't been as clean, as crisp as they'll have wanted, but they've got the win, and that's the key part in these early games. And now they'll have the chance in the next games to kind of build upon this one and try and get to a level that they know they're capable of.
Yeah, restart's so important. We talk about it a lot. And they've got the ball back again from the restart here. There is Waisea Nacuqu. He's been held up this time. Can't get his knees to the floor now. Now, here we go. We've got a bit of a standoff here. He gets onto the deck eventually. Penalty Fiji. So Kenya did half of it right and gave away the decision. Tuwai. Oh, nice ball from Jerry Tuwai to Matana. And he's got another one just to finish it off for Fiji. They've weathered the storm here against Kenya. They finished the stronger. That's his second of the game. And the Blue Flag Brigade are enjoying it.
Yeah, Mark is the top teams. Even when they're not playing that well, they find a way to get the win. And Jerry Tuwai just so good there. The little freeze with the footwork has all the attention of the Kenyan defenders. It means when he releases the pass, Matana's in space, just shrugging off the tackle, and there's a big man trying to tackle him, but he just shrugs him off, goes into the corner. And for Fiji, they've ended up with quite a comfortable 31-12 lead that doesn't tell the full story of kind of a couple moments, turning points in this game that could have seen it go the other way.
Yeah, they drew level, did Kenya in this one, but Fiji have won at 31 points to 12.